Hey everybody, before you see the workout footage, I just wanted to talk about confessing Jesus. In Matthew 10:32, it talks about whoever confesses Jesus before men will also be confessed before God the Father in heaven. And what a glorious opportunity to be confessed before God by Jesus. And so I know today a lot of us have found ourselves quick to confess the new gadget or gizmo or whatever we have, or our new workout program or whatever, but it's really challenged me. Like, am I confessing Jesus? Because that's what people need. Like, people need Jesus. Am I confessing that? So I just wanted to share that scripture with you today. And here's getting into it. This is day 6. You'll see here on my squats. I was called to do triples at an RPE of 9. So my initial here, I put in quotes because this was 255, which was, I undershot it because I'm training beltless for squats. And after this set, I was thinking, well, that wasn't what I needed to do, because I ended up getting 5 reps at an RPE of 9, which means my estimated 1 rep max for this day was around 322 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So what I did was took that new estimated 1 rep max and then calculated according to the RPE chart, this is all in the RTS manual, by the way, and I figured, okay, 270 should be an RPE 9 for a triple. So you see here I threw 270 on the bar, and this felt like a true RPE 9, and not a very heavy RPE 9, maybe lighter RPE 9. So I felt really good about that. Since I had already gotten a work set in before, I decided, okay, I'm just going to trust the numbers on this one, and I felt pretty good. Depth looks just about right, and I was happy to find my RPE 9. One thing I'm definitely going through already in this program is learning RPE, because it calls for RPE 9, it calls for RPE 7, I believe it calls for RPE 10, which is probably the easiest for anybody to discern. But this has been a great process for me to really learn what is RPE 9 for me. How much effort did I just put into that last set? And it causes you to test things. It causes you to think, okay, could I get another rep? And let me actually try it on the next set so I can see whether or not that was a true RPE 9 or 8 or 10. And so I really, really am excited to continue learning about what RPE looks like for me, because this program is really forcing me to do that. Like you see today, I had to bump up the weight because I knew that wasn't an RPE 9 at what was required when I used 255. So one thing that's really exciting into my training right now is figuring out RPE, because you start to really see how auto regulation open up so many opportunities for your training. And so with that, I really enjoyed this session. I think this is all PRs for me. Without a belt, I don't think I've touched anything above 245, but I could be mistaken. But if I'm not mistaken, these are all PRs for me, which is great. All beltless PRs. And you'll see I'm squatting low bar, and I'm going to work on hitting depth and staying a little bit more upright. I definitely think that since I'm kind of transitioning back into low bar, that you'll see here I have that butt wink down at the bottom. So my depth is good, but there's that butt wink that I definitely want to work on. I think it just comes from me sitting back more, because I feel like my weight is a little bit towards my toes on these. So I really want to focus on just sitting back more and making it a more proficient squat. So I believe I did 5 sets after my initial, which means I did a total of 7 sets of triples this day for squats at around an RPE of 9. Felt really good. I think I took rest periods that were a little bit too long, because at the end I feel like I could have ironed out a few more sets, definitely at an RPE of 9 for the triples. You'll see my speed stays pretty consistent. You don't see a huge drop off. So that was encouraging. I'm definitely getting more used to low bar. It's going to be a little bit of a learning process there. But I feel like my last set of low bar really was my best set. You'll see here I have less butt wink. I feel that I'm hitting depth better on this last set. So I think maybe with low bar I just need to warm up my hips quite a bit more. But you'll see here it just looks a lot more comfortable. My speed is even fairly decent on this set, and this is my last set of 3. So yeah, so learning RPE, really, there is a forum about it on the RTS website, and Bryce Lewis asked a question about figuring out RPE, and it really, I think the best advice is to just try it, use it, experiment, figure it out. It's a learning process, and that's what I'm experiencing right now. And so bench press today is interesting, called for RPE of 7. So an RPE of 7 is almost like speed work. You should be able to do it at least 6 more times by the time you rack it. And so I have never really worked with RPE 7, and I really failed on it when I did the squats on Monday. So here I really just trusted the chart, the RPE chart seen in the RTS manual, and this felt fairly good. I feel like I'm getting the long pauses that would pass in competition, and the weight here I believe is 150. My initial was 160, then I dropped 5%, which brought me down to around 150, and you'll see me doing sets of 2 here, and I believe I did 4 sets of 2 after my initial, which means I think I did 5 sets total bench press, or I did 3 sets after. I'm not sure. I lost track even though I'm watching the footage right now. But all in all, this program has a good amount of volume. I think it's more volume than I've done before, weekly volume. And I'll start posting it in the description box. I haven't been posting it. I've been tracking it, but I haven't been posting it. So I'll start getting on that. Yeah, I think this is my 4th set after my initial. So yeah, a lot of volume. And I really enjoy squatting and benching on the same day. I always have. And to do it on this program is exciting. And then deadlifts are a separate day, which gives me a nice focus to work on my form and all that. So these sets felt good. I definitely feel like training this way is going to improve my bench. And so after that, the last exercise was squat overload. And I used 360 pounds because it's supposed to be 120% of your max. However, I undershot my max. I didn't realize that till my 3rd set, so I decided, I'll just keep the weight this way for now. But next time I do a squat overload, it'll definitely be at least another 20 pounds. So basically all you do is, unrack the weight, stand for about 8 seconds, and then re-rack it. And so I did 3 sets of this, and I just got excited thinking, I'm going to squat this year. I'm going to squat this weight. I'm determined, and I'm convinced that it's going to happen. So yeah, that was basically the workout. But thank you so much for watching. I'm really enjoying this program. If anybody is looking for a program to learn the RTS principles, I saw Mike T recommend this as a transition phase for somebody. If someone's still kind of a novice, they're not quite intermediate yet, or they just want to get a really good understanding of RTS and they feel overwhelmed by it, then to go ahead and do this program. And I definitely recommend it so far. I'm continuing giving my input as I go through this program, but I'm very excited, and I'm excited to be logging my progress here, because it looks like I've been getting PRs every single workout, which is always nice, because as you guys probably know if you follow me for a while, I've been stagnant for a while, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I want to be progressing, and I'm going to be sticking to this program, and I'm excited to be doing it. So that's kind of the gist of it. If you've lasted this long through the video, I know it's kind of a longer one, thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. I'm excited for Jin. Jin's making some great progress too. I know you guys been enjoying the uploads that he's put up, and yeah, I'm excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day today, a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and stay hungry. And I am at the lion's den. And Jesus is Lord.